Hello, my fellow viewers. This is Miss Oliver Blossom, also known as William Grubb, speaking, and I'm going to be giving my first ever commentary on this little ditty I made. I should point out that, yes, this was my final project for my voice and diction class at college, which I would have to say I got a lot of praise for. I got a lot of good comments about it, not just here on YouTube, but from my classmates and whatnot. So yeah, I'm going to be talking about it. One thing I should point out that this project has nothing to do with TNF. This was solely for a class grade, and just to show people what I got. I know I say a lot, so forgive me. Let's see. I was originally going to do Thomas's original Homestar voice in this, but I figured it sounds a little too goofy. I want this to be taken seriously and whatnot. And yeah, this joke is really true. Ever since Season 8, Thomas has become a star-billing bastard. And they're pretty much self-explanatory. So yeah. One thing about this project that was kind of interesting, we were not allowed to do any home recording for this, even though I do have a high-quality microphone. My professor insisted that we use the college campus's radio booths, which were a lot of fun to use, and that's the way we kind of stuck to it. And I gotta say, Bethany Tidwell, she does the voices for Emily, Bill, who else? Daisy and Mavis. And I just gotta say, she did a great job. Absolutely fantastic. God bless you, man. Or chick, or whatever. Let's see, what else? Oh, I should point out, too, that, Trevor will appear in future projects, but I will not be voicing him. Somebody else will, but I am not going to spoil it for you and say who. Another thing interesting about this project, that, this was originally going to be, my next redub on my other channel. You know, the same channel I did Duncan Gets Spooked, and so on and so forth. Yeah, this was originally going to be a redub with, other people voicing, but then I figured, I think I might be able to do it for this project. And I should point out, too, this was one of my favorite episodes one of the first that I actually memorized in my head right after it aired, because I just loved it so much. And I used to tell it to myself all the time and whatnot. Yeah, how can you excuse that bad pun? I know in later seasons the puns get worse, but hey, I gotta start somewhere. Let's see. I should probably talk about, too, what probably a lot of people are questioning about, the animation. Well, it's actually kind of a pretty simple process. It's all in a matter of matching lip flaps. I do all the images, the still images, in Microsoft Paint, which is probably the only photo program I use. I don't have Photoshop or anything like that. I don't know if I'm planning to, but for the minute, that's what I got. So yeah, it's just matching lip flaps. So I do 3 different frames for the mouth. One with the mouth closed, one with the mouth halfway open, and the third one with the mouth fully open. And, see, how do I put this? And this joke is very true, because, they say, Edward is the only one who can keep Bill and Ben in order. Why doesn't Sir Topham Hatt just do that? He is the head of the railway. Doesn't Edward have his own jobs to do? Anyway, back to the animation. Like I said, it's just lip flaps. It's kind of like the same process that they do for, anime and whatnot, but it's, I would have to say it's a little more complex and, advanced, if you put it. Like, for example, when saying the name Salty, and the editing software, when you first hear the s in Salty, that's when you put the halfway open mouth picture. Then, right when it gets to the A, you put the full mouth open, and then it just goes on and on and on and on, etc., etc. I know I just had to put an Oliver cameo there somewhere. I was like thinking, I don't care what I gotta do to get him in there, just put him in. I should also point out, too, that some of these voices aren't consistent to TNF. Like, Flame Amigo 619 is going to be voicing Salty. Mavis is going to be voiced by Rusty's Fangirl Forever, also known as the alternate account 5. And Edward, I'm still deciding between two people, but I'm not going to spoil anything. And yeah, this joke is actually very true. Why would they load a beehive and haul it around in a public station? Isn't people worried? Shouldn't it be loaded in a lorry or a truck or something? I don't know. What else? For the bees, I was going to go in full detail with the bees and have, like, yellow and black stripes on them, but I was just sort of crunched for time since I basically just did this project in a week. It took a few hours to film, and probably from Thursday or Friday night up until the project was due Tuesday, I think at 6 p.m. That's how long it took to edit and capture footage and animate and whatnot. So yeah, I was crunched for time, and I know it's kind of cheating, but hey, I don't really give a crap. And I would have to say this is probably the hardest I've worked on any other project. Not saying that I don't work hard on all of them, but probably because I was crunched for time on this, I worked harder. Second favorite scene right here. I just got this idea from watching a Tom and Jerry, one of the greatest cartoons ever. Just to let you know, I got that scream from a Droopy Dog cartoon. I can't really remember which one it is. I think it's in my favorites. You can look at it later. What I want to talk about next is James's nose. As you can see in the first frame, it was actually done with an Expo dry erase marker, and the thing I wanted to try out is to see if it would come off easily, since it is dry erase. So yeah, I put it on, I did only one shot, one take of it, and it went perfectly. Yeah, the nose, it was hard to come off, so I had to spend a couple minutes trying to wipe it off. But during the process, I accidentally wiped off James's eyebrows. Okay, this is my favorite scene right here. This was originally going to be a joke put into a redub if I actually went and did it. So yeah, I accidentally wiped off James's eyebrows. But, so yeah, I had to draw them back in with a black Sharpie. And thankfully I got it pretty good on the first try. And, so yeah, that was a bit of a mess up in my days. What else? So yeah, just, we're coming towards the end here. Animation, just a matter of matching lip flaps. I didn't just do it for this, it was the same process I did for the City Trams contest entry. I can't think of anything else. What else should I talk about? Oh, okay, this line right here, Bill and Ben were both supposed to be played by Bethany, but there was a bit of a mess up during recording, so I had to play Ben and use my old microphone that I'm using right now, and thankfully nobody really seemed to notice, and Zach actually suggested that I end the scene differently, with James holding a chainsaw saying, "You're gonna pay for laughing at me, you punks!" but yeah, then again, I was just crunched for time and whatnot. Only had about a week to do this. So, yeah, after I showed this to the class, I got a lot of praise for it, roar of applause, and got an A on it, I'm assuming. And, yeah, God bless you, Bethany, for helping me out with this. I had a lot of fun doing it. Bye.